Hello, it's Paul. I'm going to give you a quick introduction as fast as I can to Acuity Scheduling. I really like it. It's something I would recommend if you're looking into scheduling software. Obviously, it's for booking classes, appointments, scheduling them, moving things around, showing people when you're available, blocking out time for certain things. And it's really cool. It's really easy to use. So we're going to go through it. I will break out this video into chapters, so if you want to jump to a certain place, you'll be able to see in the description where that chapter's time starts. This is an introduction. It's not necessarily a how to use Acuity, step by step. It's really showing you the power of Acuity before you jump in. What I'll do on my website is I'll add a free training course where I'll put some extra steps on how to set it up, and if you get any problems you can ask me, right? So Acuity is really cool. As I say, you can book in your time. If you've got classes, you can do more than one. You can say a certain amount of people can join. You can do sync it with your calendar. So if you book something on your Google Calendar or something like that, it obviously blocks out time within your scheduling software, so it becomes unavailable. You can do recurring classes. You can take money via PayPal or Stripe, and I'm going to go through it and show you exactly how to work it. We're going to be using, I'll talk about pricing in a second, we're going to be using the $15 a month version, which is what the trial is. So at this point though, what's really cool is if you pause me and tell me why you're here, there may be videos that I can point you to that are more accurate to you, or I can show you information that might help you out, but it also helps me understand who's watching my videos and why they're watching. So just pause me in the comments, just write, tell me why you're here, tell me where you're from, and it gives me a great indication of who's watching and how I can year on year better make these videos. Right, so let's first talk about pricing. I always like to talk about this first because if you're not expecting to pay, then let's see what you're going to get for free versus what you're not. So pricing, there's 3 tiers. There's a free version, there's a $15 a month version, a $25 and a $50. So the free sign up, you're going to get a client self-scheduling and offer unlimited services of appointments. So you can basically set up your appointments. You're not going to get a lot of features though, like you do on the 15, display your logo, customize your company colors, edit all apps. And in the 15 version, you get all these features. So you can start integrating with other platforms. You can integrate with things like Zoom. So if you do Zoom coaching over video coaching, it'll automatically create a Zoom meeting for you and send that in an email to the customer. So here, look, go to join Zoom. When you get to, there was another. Let me jump here because this one's probably a better version here. Let's go to here. Oh no, let's not go there. Let's go here. Look, this is a little bit better feature. Shows the features, right? So in the free version, we know it's basic appointments and scheduling. But when you go to the 15, you get all these features. Embed your schedule in your website. So you got a web page, you can put your schedule on there, and people don't need to leave your web page to book appointments. Automatic reminders, syncing with Outlook, sync with iCloud, sync with Google. As we said, integrate with GoToMeeting, QuickBooks. All these integrations come on the paid version. Accept payments and deposits through PayPal. So on the free version you can't accept payments. On the $15 version and up, you can start to get people to pay you direct. You can also get people to pay 50% of the appointment and then the 50% afterwards and things like that. Vault credit cards for charging clients later. So it's always good to have people on file and say, well, we'll do a call and I'll charge your card, or I'll do something for you, appointment, and I'll just bill you for it, right? Offer coupons and vouchers for discounts, which is cool. And then on the classes, workshops, group events, so you can obviously do an event where 100 people are allowed to come. So there's 100 spaces. When the spaces have gone, they're not allowed in. Easy upsell. So if you've got things after someone's done an appointment, you can say, here's something else you might like. Do you want to add that to your sale? And some advanced reporting and stuff like that. So the difference between the pricing as you go up is really the amount of calendars. You only get one calendar on the $15 version. When you get to the 25, you're going to go to 6 calendars. Your customers are going to get texts. You're going to be able to offer recurring subscriptions and memberships, and you're going to be offer appointment packages, so you can do 6 things, and then ask people if they want to buy it for somebody else, they can. And then if you go up to the $50 version, you're looking at 36 calendars, staff and locations, so 36 people in your organization. You're going to remove the powered by, and then you can start customizing the look and feel, and whatever this high HIPAA compliance is, it applies with that. So that's the pricing. I'm going to show you the $15. We may talk about this one, but we're going to show you the cheapest end of it at the moment in this video. Right, so I've logged in, and I'm on the $15 trial version. I think it's 14-day trial, something like that. And I'm just going to jump around and walk you through what happens. So there's 4 things to do when you start. One, obviously, is set up your calendar, let people know when you're available. Let me just turn that off. Create your appointment types, customize your client scheduling page, and then sync you with your calendar. So I'm just going to take a walk around, then we're going to do some of those things to show you how easy it is, right? So over here in the menu bar, you've got your appointments, you've got your calendar. So anything that's booked in is going to show in here like anything else. So when you sync it with your Google Calendar, it'll show that as well. Any clients you've got, you can see in here, and some reports on how many clients you've done, what kind of money you've done, revenue, users, and things like that. And you know, if you've got any forms set up, it'll show you. The scheduling page, this is where you're going to see and the look and feel of your scheduling page. So this is when you're free. So you've got this consultation set up, and people can see currently when you're available. We're going to filter this time down though. So we're going to say we're only available for certain times a day. So it's not going to be all the time, but you can edit the look and feel of this, add a logo and things like that, to make it look cool, and then maybe even embed it on your website so that people don't need to leave your website to see when they can book an appointment. And if you've got a number of different appointment types up here, they will all show, depending on how you set them up, right? So here we go, custom appearance. So this is where we can change the look and feel. And then the business settings. Here's the availability look, where we can change time. We're going to come back to this. Here's the appointment types, where we're going to say what type of appointment it is, what people can do. Do we need to block time off before and after to prep for the meeting? The forms is for, you know, if you've got somebody who's coming for a first consultation on an appointment, you might want to ask 5 or 6 questions first, and you can create a form that builds that out. So they're already giving you the information before they book the appointment. That's what the forms is for. Packages and gift certificates. So obviously, if you've got bulk appointments you want to sell, and if you've got, this is, like I say, it's not going to work on this plan, but you can bulk. You know, you've got a package of 6 yoga lessons, and you want to sell. You want somebody to be able to buy that for somebody else for Christmas or for a birthday or something. That's where you do it in here. You set a package, and you can do gift certificates and subscriptions. Manage your users. These are the other people that are working your organization. Who else, you know, it says there, receptionist, business partner, Aunt Louise. Whoever else is involved. Want to manage appointments and a calendar. Integrations, as we said, there's lots of integrations. It can, you know, sync with your accounting programs, sync with your email newsletter programs, sync with analytics and Facebook, so make sure you see who's come, and your CRM. So big CRM stuff, you know, so you can keep track of customers' information and what they did. Here's a sync with calendars. So there's just a Google Calendar, but you've got all these other calendars you can sync with. Payment settings. So on the $15 version, we can take payments, and you can say here, look, I want it to be Stripe or PayPal or both. Oh, and Square, sorry. Both Square and so, but it looks like you can only have Stripe and PayPal, or Square and PayPal. So it depends which one of the credit cards you want to accept as to which one you've set up. And then some email settings. So we're going to dive in. We're going to set up our calendar, and we're going to begin creating appointments in the next section. All right, so let's go through the list here and set up your calendar availability. So we're going to click on that, calendar availability. And currently it's saying 9 a.m. till 12, 1 p.m. till 6:30. On a Monday, so here's your day. You don't work Saturdays and Sundays, right? So what you can do here is say, I only want to work 9 till 11 on a Monday, and I'm doing 4 p.m. till 6:30 on a Tuesday. Again, you can probably copy this across. So this is all week. And you might say, I'm not going to do Wednesday mornings. Wednesday mornings my time off. Complete that. Just delete this out, right? 9 to 5. Maybe you work all day Thursday. Let's leave that. And then again, Friday, we'll go back to the other times. And maybe you do 12 till 2. 12 till 14 on a Saturday, and you don't work Sundays, right? So save. These are your regular hours. Changes it may not save. Oh, I've saved it. Here we go. Set different hours for certain appointments. So once we get into different appointment types, you can basically say these hours are only available for certain appointments. These are your regular hours, but you might say, I've got an appointment type that you cannot book for a morning, or you can't book on a Thursday afternoon. So you can set different appointment types depending on your appointments, right? Times on appointments, right? There's also here you can say how many times a day can people book, so they can only book one appointment per day. Appointment time slots, people can only book one a day. Maximum appointments, fill out your schedule, or if I've got 4 hours of work, that's all you can book, and then everything else will be automatically shown as full. Maximum number per day, and maximum per week. So you can filter down so that you only have to work a certain amount of hours if you want. So I'm just going to save that. Nothing's changed. There used to be a setting, and it might not be on this version, where you can... so you can personally jump in and block off days, but you can... I'll have to have a look, and I'll answer it later. You used to be able to, it might be in a different section, where you can say, so that you don't look like you're never busy, you can book off certain times. You can make it fill in based edit default limits. Where was it? Client can always prevent appointment start times. Do not occur. So you can go allow clients, prevent clients from editing forms. Reduce, make me, this is it, right. So make me look busy, reduce the number of available appointments by, and you can put in 10%. So what that will do is, instead of showing you absolutely free all week because you've got no work on, it'll automatically take 10% out of the work. Reduce the number of gaps between appointments, so you can make it so that there's bigger gaps. Avoid any gaps between any appointments during the day. Avoid small gaps, but allow big gaps at least 2 hours, right? So you can move things around automatically when people have booked things in by default, and you can tinker with it later. So you can see that you can sort of set your times, and you can set your settings up to however it suits you best and how you work. Alright, so now let's get into the important thing, and this is the appointment type. So it default sets up an appointment called consultation, and here you can see there's new types, and you can do add-ons. This is upsells and coupons, right? So let's talk about the first thing. Let's just talk about the original consultation. This is a one-on-one meeting. This is a basic book a meeting with me type thing, right? So you can change it, consultation, one-on-one call, something like that. You can add a longer description, call, direct with me, one-on-one. I'm really rubbish at English, aren't I? Show a message afterwards. Thanks for scheduling a call. All the information you need will be emailed to you, right? We go here, look, duration 50 minutes. So let's just change it, say it's a 30 minutes. But whenever I've got a call, when I've got something booked in, I want 15 minutes to be before it, and I want 15 minutes after it to be blocked off, right? I want to give myself time to prep to talk to that person. You might not need it. You might not need it after. You might need more or less, right? So basically this 30-minute meeting is going to block your time off for an hour, and then you can, decide what price it is. You can change it to dollars or whatever it is in settings. Color, I'm going to go blue. Picture, I haven't got any pictures set up. While the computer's on. Let me put my ugly mug on this. Pull website, here we go. Use that really goofy photo. Access, so basically you can make it a public schedule so people can see it on the full booking list as an appointment they can book, or you can make it private, and if somebody says, oh, I want to do a one-on-one call with you, you would make it private and then send them the direct link and say, well, here's the link to book a private session, but it isn't on your public list. Then you can decide, is it a group event, and how many people are allowed to join. Clients must sign up if that's a multiple. Clients must sign up for all times offered. At the exact time where classes are offered, booking. Yeah. So people have to sign up for everything, but it's how many people are allowed to. So we're just going to leave that off for now. Update appointment, right? Right, so we're gonna look in the next section. I'm gonna show you how the appointment is going to be booked. But what I'm going to do is just going to add my logo quick here. Right, so what I'm going to do is go to client scheduling page and go customize appearance and then change logo, and I'm going to choose have I got a Happy Me logo? Come on. Here we go, what's this? Sorry, I should have picked this out early. Happy Me philosophy. Here we go. Let's go Happy Me Coach. So I'm going to save that, and now it's going to put up here my logo, right? So when we go back now, right, so now our scheduling page has got my logo at the top, right? But what I also want to do is change this link, because I'm not going to remember AcuityScheduling.com/schedule. I'm going to change that, right? So change it, right, to Paul Nicholson Coach. Right? Let's just call it Paul Nicholson Coach. And save, right? So now my scheduling page is Paul Nicholson Coach at .as.me, right? So now up the top here, I've got this custom domain name for just my scheduling. So I'll remember that. So, Paul Nico, will it be Paul Nico? Will that go a bit shorter? Yeah, right. So Paul Nico as.me. So if people want to book my time in, that is now how they can change the URL. So let's just go through a schedule now. Let's look at it. I'm going to open it up in a different browser and say, go to paulnico.as.me. That's my scheduling page, right? Oh, if I spelt it, there's no H in it. Nico. So here's my scheduling page. Here's my availability, 12 to 12:45 on Saturday. So it's also giving you 24 hours before they can book you. So they can't book you in the next so many hours. And again, it's down to you whether you set that up. So I'm not available Sunday, and you'll see I'm available at different times here, and it's blocked out some time. So it is available every 45 minutes. I'm not sure about that 10% blockage, right? But this is what we set up. Consultation one-on-one with Paul, call me direct. So I'm going to book a time. So I'm going to go 9:45 on Monday. Paul, let me call myself Stephen Nicholson, right? Phone number I'm not going to do. I'm going to call me Steve at paulnicholson.com. Complete your appointment. So you are Tuesday, July at 9:45. You're going to be charged £30. You can add it to your calendar, and you are done. You can schedule another. You can register an account so it'll remind you. Let me turn on my email now and see where we are. New appointment. So this is to your customer. So this is to Steve. This is what they're getting. Your appointment is scheduled. for Stephen, consultation, one-on-one call, and that person can change the time and change, add it to their Outlook, add it to the Google, or change the time, right? If I click on that, it will open in the wrong one. Cancel or reschedule. So it's here. It'll just open this page up and you can cancel it or reschedule it. And you can go, no, I want it to go here instead. Reschedule it. So now it's rescheduled. So this is the email that originally came to me saying that that person's booked. This person's booked for that time. So now your appointment's rescheduled. So this is to me. This is to me, the owner, saying your appointment has been rescheduled. Somebody's changed the time, and an email to that person saying you've rescheduled your appointment. Look, to Steve, right? So in my calendar now, I'm going to see when was it scheduled for? The 11th. Here it is. Look, here's my schedule. Here's the 15 minutes blocked off afterwards. The price to be paid is owed. So they need to pay it because I haven't set payments up, and I now can see information. And I'm going to talk about forms next. We could have asked the form to see what it's done. So you can see it's really easy for people to come to your scheduling page and book in, right? Really easy, really cool. Didn't take very much to set up, did it? All right, so now what I'm going to do also is that fourth thing on their checklist at the top is sync it with your calendar. To get started, appointments will be instantly added to your Google Calendar. Optionally have events in Google Calendar block off time. So what you want is, if you book a meeting on your Google Calendar or somebody sends you a meeting that's on the calendar, you want to block off your time automatically in Acuity to say I'm not available, right? So you can do it with a few different types. Let me do it in my Google. I will log in to my Google, and it's going to sync whichever one you want it to go to, right? Appointments for on Facebook, because that's set up at the minute. Google Calendar, yeah. So let's just go contacts read only. Oh, I must have changed my settings. Let's just go appointments on Facebook here, right? Book off time, Acuity, calendar, select a calendar. I'm not sure exactly how to do this. You want to do a proper you want to do a proper video for this one to do it. I just want to show you that it does it, and it's going to save, and anything that's booked in there, which I don't think I've got anything on that, it's going to sync the times together, and it's going to say these are the times you are blocked off, and you are sorted, right? So I didn't really make sense of that much, but if there was any time booked into my Google Calendar, it would now be blocking off time within here, right? And you'll notice within the grey bits is when you're not available anyway. So you've blocked this off by setting up your schedule. So you can see when you're free, and you can see what you can do, right? And you can jump in and block your own time off. So that wasn't a great explanation, but I think you understand the sync your calendar, but look for a better tutorial on how to do that. Right, so we've got a link that's your own personal calendar link, but you might want it to be embedded within a blog post or in a page in your website, and you want it to show on there, right? So what we can do is we can either add a button, we can obviously copy a link to that direct page. We can embed the scheduler. We can embed a booking button, so it just says add booking, or a booking bar, right? So let's try a few of these. Let's just obviously direct link is just changing a link. So we're going to embed this scheduler, right? So I will do it in WordPress, but I've only got my blog as WordPress, so I'll have to do it in this blog. So you're going to log into your WordPress page, right? WordPress, I've done it right, yeah. And you're going to do a new page. So go page here, all pages, and add new. Schedule a meeting. And then add here some code. So we've just copied the code, right? Embeds. We want to embed HTML. Let's have a look. Was it HTML? It might not even be HTML. Hulu. Enter your embed here. No, that's not it. Sorry, I should have tested this first, shouldn't I? Let's get rid of that. Go away. Remove. Right, it's embed. Let's just do HTML, custom HTML, put my code in, publish, and it's going to show that iframe HTML code, yeah, and we're going to view, right, view. I don't use WordPress that often other than my blog. So within my website now, I've got a page that says schedule a meeting, and here's my calendar, right? And people can do exactly what they were doing before, but within the website, right? The same can be done for booking button. So if you do a blog post and you go, let's go to a post. Let's go to let's go here, view. So this is a blog post that I'm going to edit in. At the bottom, I'm going to add schedule a booking or a booking button, right? So again, I come down to my bottom, add a HTML, just type in HTML, drop in the code, update. So I know many people read my blog, so it won't matter that they're seeing this. So now at the bottom of my blog, schedule an appointment, and it's going to pop up and show that, right? Or we can go to this booking bar, which I think may not want it to, it might not. I'm going to change this code to the booking bar, and this time it should be all the way across. I haven't tested this. But we'll see. Oh, there's the booking bar at the top, look. If I log out, you'll be able to see it. Back. There's the booking log. Yeah, Happy Me Limited, schedule an appointment, and you can change that. So again, you can schedule an appointment to when you're free at the top of the page, right? So I will, so you can see that you can embed it. You can have a page. You can put it in a page anywhere. You can put a button in at the end of anything, and you can have a bar at the top, which is pretty cool. And of course, you can have a link that just said in your menu, schedule it. I'll show you that, shall I? Let's just log back in. Let me finish it off rather than just saying you can do it. Am I logged in? Yeah. So let me delete this bit first so that bar is gone. Was it updating? Or was it crapped out? Oh yeah, post updated. So now that bar's gone. But what I want to add is this link, direct link, paulnico.as.me, and I want to put it in my menu. I want to say here, schedule a meeting. You're going to go to here, menus, or if you're in the back end, you go to appearance, menus, add a custom link, paste in that link you've just got, and do book a meeting or schedule an appointment or whatever. Add it to the menu, save it, visit your site, and visit your site. That went to Bluehost thing, and now it says here book a meeting, and it's just going to jump to that link and say there's now you can schedule a meeting, right? So you can see that you can quickly and easily have various places where people can schedule an appointment with you. Yeah, let me get rid of that. Cool. Right, so hopefully you've got a gist of what it can do. I'm going to wrap this up because it's coming up to 30 minutes long, and I didn't want to drag it out too long for you. What I'll do on my website, if you go to paulnicholson.teachable.com, I'll set up, I'm not sure if I already have actually, I don't think I have, an Acuity Scheduling training course that's free. My previous logged out. I don't know if it'll show you. Yeah, all my training's free. What I'll do is I'll put a course in where I'll put all these lessons in order. I'll add a place where you can ask custom questions. So if you've got questions where how do I do this, Paul? How do I set up PayPal? How do I do this? If Acuity don't already have a video that I can quickly share with you, I'll create a video for you and put it on there. I want you to get the most out of it. I want you to enjoy doing it. I want you to integrate it with other softwares, and I can do videos for you on this. I really like the Zoom setup where if you've got to set up a video call, it will automatically set up a Zoom meeting and the person gets an email. I think it's really cool. I think it's really easy to use. I don't personally do one-on-one appointments or classes or things like that, but if I did, I would use Acuity. It just looks cool. It's got a nice look and feel to it. I think the pricing's very good for what it does, and it's just easy to use. It's one of them programs that makes sense when you dive into it. So thanks for watching. Any questions, jump into the comments, ask anything. I will try and help. I will be putting more and more videos out on how to do things on Acuity, and I'm always here to help. So just dive in, ask me anything you need. Don't get stuck. It's free to sign up. If you use my partner link, I get a little bit of money. pnuk.co/Acuity, and hopefully everybody does great. So thanks for watching. Have a great day. Cheers.